what can I say? Manchester United are out of the Caraboa Cup. Embarrassing performance. The players have let us down, and there's no hope for Ten Hag at this point. I'm not Ten Hag out, but at this point, what can you do? Like, the Glazers will panic, sack him like they've done with all our previous managers, and the cycle repeats itself once again. The players have let us down. Individual defences, errors as always, and they just didn't look like we were scoring a goal. You'd think after the derby on Sunday we would have had a bit more fight, a bit more ambition, and the players would have actually give the fans something to watch. It just was a shambles, honestly, an absolute shambles. I don't know where we can go from this. We're against Fulham at the weekend, Craven Cottage away. It's never an easy game to go to Fulham. Fulham have just won their game in the FA Cup again. I know it's only Ipswich, but at the moment even United couldn't beat McKenna's Ipswich at the moment. It's just an absolute shambles all over the place, and I know I see so many fans leaving the game in the 80th minute, then 75th minute. Old Trafford was practically empty. It's embarrassing. It's honestly embarrassing. I don't know what we can do to actually pick apart what went wrong today. I don't think Erik Ten Hag got the lineup wrong, but realistically, what's Erik Ten Hag's strongest 11 at the moment? You've got either main players out injured or main players out of form, so we're having to rely on Hannibal Mabry, we're having to rely on Alejandro Garnacho in these games. But at this point, Eric, you need to go with your strongest 11, but I don't think even he knows what's his strongest 11 at this point. But it's absolutely embarrassing. I really don't know what to say anymore. But how does it improve? How does it improve? I really don't know anymore. But, you know, Old Trafford practically depressed. We really don't know. But, yeah, it's all over the place. Mate, what were your thoughts on the game?
It's awful, really. It's a lifeless team at the moment. I think the squad's heads are gone. I don't think they're backing the manager. I think we're going to see another sacking soon, really.
Who would you have as a replacement if you can choose?
I'd probably have an interim to the rest of the season, depending when he gets sacked. And then for the new season, you're not really going to... I don't see us getting Zidane. Is Nagelsmann available?
Might be, I'm not too sure.
I don't really, off the top of my head, know anyone that could come in and suits the job.
And that's the frustrating thing, because what managers are actually out there? I mean, it'll be the most Glazer thing ever to actually get like Michael Carrick or Kieran McKenna from the Championship, but at this moment in time, who can we get? It's like you said, Zidane. It's all over the place. We don't know who we actually get, and this is why I think we should back Erik Ten Hag. We don't know what the players are up to, but realistically, what can we do at this point anymore? But anyway, what were your thoughts on the actual game?
My thoughts on the actual game: didn't come out strong, respected Newcastle too much, didn't press as well, and when we did, they tore us apart. Casemiro, I don't know what to think of Casemiro at the moment.
I mean, he has come back from injury, hasn't he? This is his first game back from injury.
That's the only hope I have. But again, Hannibal, his game kind of died when he got the yellow card, because you're just always cautious. He's not cautious, but you always just think he's going to get a yellow. And then Mount wasn't really doing much. Our fullbacks weren't attacking as much, and when they did, they didn't have any good options.
See, I disagree with that, because in the first two goals in the first half, our fullbacks were way too far forward, and that's what let Newcastle be so open in the counter-attack, because it wasn't like we actually got tactically beaten by Newcastle. It was more the fact that we were way too open and open for the counter-attack.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that. It's just the second half, I feel like they were attacking, but not as attacking as they were, because they knew that they got beaten by the counter. This is what happened with the Copenhagen game. He played so systematic because he doesn't want to get played on the counter. And then today he just played he played so much differently. He played more open, played more attacking, and he got stuffed by it. And now I don't know what Erik Ten Hag is going to think, because he plays Copenhagen, plays systematically, defensively, he gets the 1-0, plays more openly, and we get bashed. So I think we're going to be playing more negative football from here.
Yeah, because the thing is, last season as well, like Erik Ten Hag, he, after the first two losses, when we lost to Brighton 2-1, when we lost to Brentford 4-0, you know, we went back to just winning basically game by game. Do you think he needs to do that until he gets the players he actually wants to suit this system?
He's just got to grind out the 1-0s at this point. Honestly, at this moment of time, I don't care how the football is. I just care about the result. Ask me March time if it's just grinding out. If we do grind out 1-0s and we're not playing good football, then I'll have a different opinion. But right now, getting bashed by Newcastle, I just want 1-0s.
Yeah. They're just noisy bastards, aren't they? But yeah.
Right by them as well.
Oh, it's I mean, I had a Newcastle fan sat right next to me, like in the United end.
Yeah, we had Newcastle fans.
It's an absolute joke. It's an absolute joke. But thanks for speaking to me, mate. Adam, do you mind just speaking for a quick 2 minutes?
Yeah, go on, mate.
Cheers, pal. What were your thoughts on the game?
Mate, well, we've been here before, haven't we? Same old procedure. Another manager on his way. These players down tool. Don't like what the manager's doing, so we just down tools and play like shit. I mean, it's a joke, mate. Our captain hauled off at half time again. Dalot and Casemiro were everything that was good for Manchester United last season. For a Ten Hag to be bringing them players coming off at half time says everything you need to know. He's lost the squad. Varane's an issue. I'm not having that's just an illness. There's problems going on in the training ground. You can tell by the way the players walk out on the pitch and not have an idea what they're doing. And again, mate, I can't see it lasting. There's no way back for Ten Hag from this because the players that he's got won't play for him.
Yeah, because as the players were leaving, I saw Rasmus Højlund walking off. He didn't talk to any United players. He just walked straight down the tunnel. What were your thoughts on that?
Well, fed up. I don't blame him. He's come to a football club with all aspirations of playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world, expecting different standards, and he's found out very, very quickly that this place is an absolute mess with shambles.
Yeah,
and I feel sorry for them younger players like him and Garnacho now, because how are you supposed to improve your game when you've got senior players like we have down in tools the way that they have, so-called legends, so-called names, Manchester United players, as in Rashford's, Martial's that have been here for years. They're the players that are letting us down right now.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, mate. And just last question before you go, and where do you think it went wrong? What actually started going wrong? Because I personally believe it was when Hannibal got booked, because we know Hannibal, his massive trait is a lot of energy. He's very aggressive in his pressing. And I think that once he got an early booking, as usual, we just took him out of the game. What are your thoughts?
I mean, we're playing with fear, mate. That's the ultimate thing. We're scared of making a mistake now. Every player's playing for himself. He's in safety mode for themselves. They don't want to be the one that gets the jeers, the boos off the fans. They're too scared to play. We can't string 3 passes together. There's no shape and no one knows what they're doing, mate. Yeah. You could tell from the start. And as soon as the first goal went in, everyone knew it was over.
Yeah, I completely agree, mate. Thank you for speaking to me.
No worries,
cheers, pal. Graham. Sorry to interrupt you, mate, but can I just get your quick thoughts on the game?
Abysmal. I think Newcastle started with 4 full-backs across the back 4, and the best thing that probably happened to them was Matt Targett going off injured, because Almiron just gave Diogo Dalot an absolutely terrible time in the first half. I don't know what did Diogo have a paella that was dodgy or something, because he had a terrible first half. I mean, all 3 goals are an absolute disaster.
It was just pure counter-attack from Newcastle, wasn't it? Like, you saw Reguilon, you saw Dalot in the first 2 goals that we conceded. Yeah. They were just way too far forward. I mean, I watched when Garnacho lost the ball for that first goal we conceded, and, you know, Reguilon was almost through doing an overlap with him, and then Garnacho loses the ball. Like, as a left-back, you should be staying behind your wing. I understand with an overlap and stuff, but Reguilon could see that Garnacho was getting pressed, and he still made the commitment to try and run past him, but it just left a massive space on that touchline.
Well, Jack actually said the same thing. He said that they were going too far forward and they were exploited completely on the counter attack. But you know, Livramento just ran past Mason Mount like he wasn't there, and Diogo Dalot didn't know Almiron was behind him, and it was a good finish. It was a great finish, but the second goal was really shit. See you, mate. So the second goal, what a farce. I mean, Almiron is actually guiding Joe Willock past Dalot, and you know, Harry's put a poor header out and Lewis Hall's put his foot through it. And the third goal, I really don't even want to talk about. I mean, Christ. Not only was he allowed to, well, I will say something, he was allowed to dispossess somebody who's going to go back to Florence, and allowed to get a shot. Yeah. And I mean, we have not. The cavalry came on, but the cavalry created absolutely nothing. Yeah. They looked as deflated as the crowd, and there's nobody conducting an orchestra. There's no leaders on the pitch, and I said on my own vlog after Brighton, I didn't think the team were playing for him. And this manager is in big trouble. He really is.
Do you still back Erik Ten Hag?
It doesn't really matter whether I do. You know what? Because results will determine his fate. And I'm struggling to see where the next win is coming.
Yeah, because we've got Craven Cottage at Fulham, at the weekend. It's early kick-off, we never back an early kick-off. Anything can happen. And with our current form, I don't see us beating Fulham at the moment. What do you think?
No, given what they're capable of, and given where United's form is on the floor. It's not a great fixture to have, but there are worse ones. Maybe we can dig something out like Sheffield United, but I think Fulham are better than Sheffield. Let's be honest, Fulham are a bit more dynamic, and they've got players who know what they're doing, and they always really, because they shouldn't have lost the game last season.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for speaking to me, Graham.
You're welcome, mate.
Cheers. But there you have it, Manchester United, another embarrassing performance, and at this point, I don't know where we can go from here anymore. It's a mess. I don't know where it improves, but it's like Graham said, that where is our next win coming from? Because we've got the Champions League coming up. We know how crucial that is to our season, but we don't look like a Champions League team at the moment. We've said we've already got Fulham at the weekend. I really don't know what's going to happen with Erik Ten Hag. I hope he doesn't get sacked, because I absolutely love this manager. But the thing is, even if you was to sack him, who's your replacement? I spoke to that with Jack before as well. But at the end of the day, I have no words. Saeed.
Was you close enough to the Newcastle fans?
Yeah, I was right next to them.
Can I interview you quickly, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you saying, bro? You good?
What were your thoughts on the game?
Listen, man, all I've got to say, he's got to go, mate.
Are you Ten Hag out?
Yeah, he's got to go. Ten Hag out, mate. He's done. I'm done with him.
Yeah.
Newcastle took the piss out of us today, mate. I'm done. It's beyond breaking point now. So for me, this their B team that they won there. B team. Done, mate. Absolutely done. Clueless manager. Listen, I know the bigger issues at the football club. I understand that, mate. But I cannot take this anymore.
Yeah.
They absolutely schooled us. That's our C team, bro.
Who would you get as the replacement manager?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. Right now, it's too raw for me to go beyond that. But I just need this guy gone by any means, mate.
Right,
Gone.
well, thank you for speaking to me. But there you have it, Saeed, a very angry Man United fan, and yeah, it is what it is. But again, I don't know how many times I have to say where does it get better, because we don't know. But thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe to Red Devils TV for the latest content and daily videos. I'm absolutely distraught. It's traumatising. I'm heartbroken. But another loss for Manchester United at Old Trafford. But hopefully it improves soon, because Erik Ten Hag needs to save his job, and these players are letting him down once again. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe to Red Devils TV.